back to Sewing with Emily. I'm so sorry I haven't posted another video in a long time. Really sorry about that, but if you haven't watched the other video, I told you I'd be teaching you the basics of sewing. So what you'll need is cloth, thread, and a needle, which, let me find one. Oh, and if you don't already know how to sew, I recommend doing this with a parrot. So you got your needle, and at the top of the needle, right up here, there's a little eye. You take the thread and just thread it through. Like this. Okay. And there you go. See, I got my eye threaded. Now, you just gotta tie it, so when you're sewing, it doesn't really get all cray-cray. And you have to restart, because I hate when I do that. Oh, and yeah, you might want some scissors. So, I'm gonna pop in this and let me grab my scissors. They're not in my craft box. Did you see these before me? Or am I just blind? Get my scissors. I've got some over here too. They're smaller cutting thread ones. They're way better for cutting thread than those are. Yeah. Got it. So 2 different types of scissors work. Doesn't really matter, so I chose some white cloth because I have black thread and it will be easier to show you. Okay, so just give me a minute as I finish tying this. Okay, so got this all nice and tied. Now there's so many different types of this, and I would be doing it on my sewing machine because it has so many different types, but it's easier if you're hand sewing. So, if you come up close, right, like here, you can see that there are different types of ways. So, here, let me just do this. There's this way, poke it through, you poke it through like this. There's the other side, and come back up like that. And then just keep doing it back and forth. This. Forgot what type of sewing this is called. And don't mind what I'm wearing. I just got up because I'm homeschooled. My whole family is. Just got up, do school in my pajamas. So. There's this type of sewing. You just go in a line, back and forth, like that. Now, I just pull it through because I still got my thread right there, down there, where it fell. Okay, so there's that type. And I've got to poke it through so you guys can see it better. Thread. Oh yeah, and before you sew, if you don't have enough thread, you always want to make sure that you get the right amount before sewing. But since I don't know how much I'm gonna do, and then there's this type. You just go like this. Go like this. This is like if you go to a doctor, they give you just stitches. So there's one like that, and the lines work. It's all tangled up. So there's this type. Pull it through. So I can strings. There we go. So there's this type, and then there is just, go all the way through. And yeah, there's so many different types. I can't really remember. There's zigzag. You can go in through here. Now you can make a stitch however big you want. Just make sure it's good. Because you can make one that big and it'll work. You can make one tiny. You can make one as long as you're okay with it and it works, it's fine. There's that. Okay. Zigzag. Let's go over here. Go here. Yeah, so technically that's the basics of sewing, but so I've got some pants with me. See, these are my leggings that I've been meaning to sew up, but I thought, oh yeah, it would be good for this video. And they have tons of holes in them. See, like, there's one right here, tons down here. They're just everywhere. So when you're sewing up like clothes, it might be a whole different story. So if you're sewing up clothes, it's better to like pinch it, and then go through, and then go back, still be holding on to it, so it actually gets sewed up. Now it doesn't matter which type you use, as long as it gets sewed up. And what I like to do is, once I reach the end, right here, still got a little tail at the end. I've got a tail at the start right here. See, so I'm at the end of the hole. I like to go back over just to make sure I got all of it. I like to go back over, make sure I got all of it. And when you're going back over, so you're right here. No, see, I got it in a loop. Then just tie the two things together like they're pair of shoes. Like your shoes. I mean, it's easier to keep the needle on, but you don't have to. So once you're done like that, this is where these scissors come in handy. All you have to do down here is just snip. And there you go. Your pant should be sewed up, but there will be a little scar, but that's fine. And if it doesn't work, that means you did something wrong, or I just missed a whole hole right here. So yeah, that's how you sew it up. Bye. Thank you for watching.